Hello everyone. So today in this video we are going to study on medical law and ethics from forensic medicine, which is a very important topic for university examinations. So let us move on. Medical law and ethics. So the first important topic in medical law and ethics chapter is the powers and functions of NMC, National Medical Commission. So what are the powers and functions of NMC? So the first thing is that it laid out policies for maintaining the high quality and high standard medical education. So that is the first function, that is maintaining the quality of medical education. And the second function is that regulation of medical institutions and medical researches. The first one is maintaining the quality and standard of medical education. And the second thing is that regulation of medical institutions and researches, medical researches. And the third thing is that requirements, assess the requirements in healthcare system. Fourth one, that is the policies. It laid down policies for proper functioning of autonomous boards and also SMC, state medical councils. So NMC regulates the functions or it laid down policies for proper functioning of the SMCs and also autonomous boards. And then it regulates the functions of SMC. Next is that exercise appellate powers with respect to the decisions of autonomous boards and NMCs. That is, NMC has a power to hear the appeals and also take decisions, change the decisions made by the SMC and other autonomous boards. And next thing is that policies and codes to ensure the promotion of professional ethics in medical profession. So that is a very important role of NMC. That is, it lay down policies and codes to ensure the promotion of professional ethics in medical profession. And then it make guidelines for determination of fees, fees and other charges with respect to 50% of seats in private medical colleges. So these are the powers and functions of NMCs. So first one is maintaining the quality of education, regulation of the medical institutions and also researches, assess the requirements and policies for function of SMCs and autonomous boards, regulate the functions of SMCs, and also exercise appellate the powers with respect to the autonomous boards. That is, it can hear the appeals and also make decisions for SMCs and autonomous boards. And also it lay down policies and codes for ensure the professional ethics and medical profession. Next is that it lay down guidelines for the fees and other charges for 50% of private medical institutions. So these are the functions of NMC. And next is that NMC is the authority to recognize and de-recognize Indian and foreign medical degrees. That is also an extra point over here. Next is that we are going to study about the schedules. We need to study about the schedules under NMCs. That is, the first schedule is that under the first schedule, it contained the recognized medical qualifications granted by the universities in India. That is, universities in India. Recognized medical qualification granted by the universities in India. And what is Schedule 2 contains? Schedule 2 contains that, or the second schedule contains medical qualification granted by the universities outside India. So that much is clear? Yes. And then comes the third schedule. Third schedule is having a part 1 and a part 2, right? Yes. So medical qualifications which are included in the, which are not included in the first schedule. That is, someone comes from China or any other countries, they need to pass the FMGE examination or next examination. So they are all under the schedule of part 1, third schedule part 1, and part 2 is that medical qualifications not included in the second schedule. So I guess this much is clear, right? What is reciprocal recognition? That is a mutual recognition of medical degrees with the other nations. That is, if US will recognizes an Indian medical education under certain guidelines. That is, we need to pass a PLAB or USMLE, PLAB for UK or USMLE for US. Similarly, India also recognizes the medical education over the UK or US. So that is a mutual thing, right? It is a mutual recognition of medical degrees with the other nations. That is it. Next one is penal erasure. It is a very important topic. What is penal erasure? So that is the name of the medical practitioner is removed from the register in serious professional misconduct or infamous conduct. What happens is that the name of the medical practitioners is removed from the register, medical register. So it can be removed by temporarily or permanently. If it is a permanent removal, the permanent erasure of the name from the medical register of a medical practitioner is called as penal erasure, or it is also called as professional death sentence. He cannot practice as a doctor. So these are the disciplinary action taken against a doctor. That is, he will be given a warning at initially. If the case is so mild, if the misconduct is so mild, or his name, that is temporary erasure of the name of the doctor for a specific period of time, or it can be a penal erasure or a permanent removal from the medical register. Yes, that is all about this thing. Next is professional misconduct, or it is also known as infamous conduct. So what is professional misconduct? So something done by a medical practitioner which is disgraceful and dishonorable to the medical profession, that is called as professional misconduct. So that is like medical practitioners should follow certain rules of conduct. So that is called as the codes of medical ethics by IMC. So it is written in the warning notice. Warning notice is some codes or norms which a medical practitioner should follow. It is given at the time of registration. Okay, so warning notice is not a warning. It is a notice which contains certain rules which should be followed by a medical practitioner or registered medical practitioner. So these are the ingredients of professional misconduct. There are 6 A's. So first one is advertising, second is association, third is adultery, and abortions, alcohol, and addiction. We will look each of these in detail. The first one is advertising. So what is advertising? A medical practitioner should not advertise in media report cases of treated or operated by on him. So that is, he should not advertise on himself on a media. And institutions can give the advertisement, but the doctor's name should not be present or appear in the advertisement. That is a very important thing. Yes, then what is next? It is improper for a medical practitioner to use large signboards and to write on it other than his name, qualification, and specialties. So that is another important type of advertisement. And next thing is that he should not advertise himself through the manufacturing firms directly or indirectly. What is touting? Touting is appointing agents to canvass patients. So these are all considered as misconduct by a registered medical professional. He should not make advertisement on his own. Institutions can give ads, but the name of the doctor should not be present over there. And it is improper for a medical practitioner to use a large signboard. In that signboard, he should only write his name, his qualification, and specialties. And touting should not be allowed, and he should not advertise himself through the manufacturing firms directly or indirectly. That is all about advertising. Then is association. What is association? A recognized medical practitioner should not associate with unqualified persons in the professional matters. Okay, that is, a medical practitioner should not associate with unqualified persons in professional misconduct. Okay, in professional matters. That is clear, I guess. So he should not run medical shops or sell medicines prescribed by other doctors and surgical appliances. He should not refer patients to share fees. That is called as dichotomy or fee splitting. Is that clear? Yes. He should not refer to the another doctor and share the fees from that doctor. That is called as dichotomy or fee splitting. Then comes, he should not associate with labs, drug companies for commission. He should not do that. And what is covering? Covering is nothing but he should not assist or take assistance from someone who has a medical qualification, who has no medical qualification to attend, treat or perform operations. What is covering? That is, he is associating. Covering is that the doctor associate with some other persons who doesn't have a medical qualification to attend, treat or perform operations. That is all about association. Next is adultery, that a medical practitioner should not have a sexual relationship with the patients or the relatives. He should not have an improper conduct or association with a patient or a relative. That is called as adultery. And what is abortion? Abortion is nothing but he should not perform criminal abortions. So that is only done according to the MTP Act in 1972. It is amended at 2021, which includes unmarried couples also. So this is all about adultery and abortion. Next is alcohol and addictions. So alcohol, the medical practitioner should not be addicted to alcohol, and he should not examine the patients or conduct surgeries under the influence of alcohol. Right? What is addiction? Addiction is nothing but he should not be addicted to any of the drugs of abuse like morphine, pethidine, etc. And he should not sell drugs of addiction to the patients other than the medical grounds. Then comes what is the duties of a medical practitioner. That is also an important topic in this chapter. What are the duties of medical practitioner? So first is inform the police in the case of homicidal cases. Inform the police immediately. And he should not issue the death certificate in accident, homicidal or accidental death, homicidal or suicidal deaths. Next is that he should inform a notifiable decease to the concerned authorities. And the fourth one is that he should also arrange for recording dying declaration. Right? Dying declaration is usually done by magistrate. If the magistrate is not available, he should make the arrangements for recording dying declaration and can record the dying declaration with the presence of 2 witnesses. That is clear, I guess. And what is the fifth thing? Is the doctor has to issue medical and medico-legal certificates and is bound to go to the court for testifying. I guess that much is clear. He should keep the medical records of his indoor patients at a period of 10 years. And also, he should keep the professional secrecy. He should not disclose the patients, what diagnosis, treatment or patient's condition to anyone other than the patients. There are exceptions, but yeah, he should keep the professional secrecy. And next, he should issue the medical records within 72 hours when requested by the patient or legal authorities, courts, etc. He should issue within 72 hours. He should maintain a register for medical certificates issued, and also keeping medico-legal records and register. So that's it. Yes, and one more duty is that is called as fiduciary duty. That is, he has a duty to act with utmost loyalty, yes, good faith when dealing with his patients. So that is about duties of a medical practitioner. That is also an important topic under this chapter. And then we have professional negligence, medical negligence, malpractice or malpraxis. Anything we can tell. So medical negligence. What is medical negligence? Medical negligence is nothing but it is a failure to execute a reasonable degree of skill and care or willful negligence of a medical practitioner which causes harm or bodily injury or death of a patient. So it can be an act of omission or it can be an act of commission. So what is omission? Omission is something a reasonable man do under circumstances, and this is what he or she doesn't do. That is act of commission. And what are the 4 essential ingredients according to the Black's Law dictionary? Yes. So these are the 4 Ds. What are the 4 Ds? That is duty, dereliction of duty, direct causation and also damage. What is duty? Duty is that a doctor must owe a duty of care to the patient, of course. That is a duty of a doctor. And what is dereliction of duty? Dereliction is nothing but it is a failure to perform one's duty. So it could mean doing something that is reasonable, competent doctor wouldn't do, or failure to do something they should have done. Right? Yes. Example is wrong diagnosis or incorrect treatment, etc. And what is direct causation? So there must be a direct relationship with the failure of performance of one's duty with the harm of that person. Right? Yes. So the harm must be a foreseeable result of dereliction and not due to some unrelated causes. So that is called as direct causation. There must be a direct relationship. And what is damage? Damage can be a physical, emotional, or financial damage to the patients. That are the 4 Ds. Okay. So that much, guys. If you understood something, please do like the video and also subscribe to my channel for more related videos. Yeah. Comment your opinions. Thank you, everyone.